Hi, beautiful people. How are we all? So I have a story for you today. This morning, after I finished meditation, I looked down at my beautifully growing collection of feathers. Those who know me know that I'm collecting feathers. Any donations welcome if you find any feathers. And I just looked at them and thought, oh, birds are amazing. Birds are so beautiful. And a story dropped in. So my story goes a little bit like this. A long, very long time ago. The beginning of everything. The Creator, or whatever you call the Creator. I'm going to call the Creator she. But this story is yours, so I'll pop that in your head. Whatever the Creator is, here for you is the Creator. She was sitting and was looking at all the creatures that she'd created and all the plants that she'd created, the trees and the flowers and the grass and the birds, the badgers and the foxes and the elephants and the tigers and the dogs and the humans. And she thought, whoa, I've been so busy, I need a rest. All these creatures, I have placed them all in the perfect circle. They all work together perfectly. They all have this understanding that I've planted there, that life is to be lived in balance with each other. And they all help, they all give, and they all take away in balance. So all the creatures were stood in a beautiful circle and working together on the planet in harmony. And she just thought, my work here is done. I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy for a while. And she did for a while. Until one day, there was a beautiful swan. Beautiful swan. And this swan was flying high in the sky. It was a sunny day. And as he flapped his wings, the sun flashed on one of his wings, and he glanced at them and thought, oh, I'm so beautiful. I'm so beautiful. Look at me. And he felt in absolute awe of how stunning and gorgeous he was. And then he thought to himself, I can fly so high, and I can fly so far. So far. I'm amazing. Swans are amazing. Birds are amazing. In fact, now I think of it, birds are the only ones that can really properly fly. Really fly. Bees, they fly, but not very well. Wasps, well, But birds, oh, they are definitely the species to be. If you're going to be anything, and then suddenly he thought, that's it. I'd never realised. The trees, they're there for me. The air, this exchange of air, the air is for me. Is for the birds, just for the birds. The fruit, they grow fruit for the birds. The rivers, they give us water to make sure that we're not hungry, and the trees, they shelter us. This is a revelation. I had not realised before that everything, all of this entire planet is working for the birds. We're not in the circle, as I thought. We're way above it. The circle is there for us. We're here. The circle's here. Oh, This is a revelation. I have to tell my friends. So off he flew, and he met up with his swan friends, and they talked, and the other swan said, "Do you know, you're right. Birds are the higher species. Why, we never realised this before. We must tell everybody. Tell all the birds." So they passed it round and round, and birds being really good at chit, 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 singing and chatting, it quickly spread all across the world that the birds were the higher species. And with this, the birds would strut around like they own the place. Oh yes. And they would say, "Trees, we need more fruit. We need more fruit. You need to feed us. We're the ones that sing so beautifully and fly so high. This is all for us. We need this. Rivers, you need to flow a bit more. We need more fresh water. We need some water to keep us hydrated. Thank you. Trees, we need more shelter. Have more leaves, please, and more little nooks and crannies for us to get into. Come on, people, work it out. Let's work together here. Come on." Oh, so bossy they became, and all the other creatures and plants and animals and everybody just thought, "Oh, you know what? I've had enough of this. What are we going to do? Let's call a meeting." So they called a meeting, and here they were. Picture this: a beautiful, big, vast plain, and all the animals and all the creatures stood in a circle. There were elephants and tigers and bears and rhinoceros, giraffes, and all the way down to little fleas and ants and little snails and the bees and the flowers and the plants, and of course the magnificent trees. Anyway, there they were, all in this circle. Tree, who had the loudest voice, spoke to everybody. "What are we going to do?" he said. "What can be done with these birds?" "I know," said the elephant. "My gift is strength. We can squash them. I'll squash them with my feet. I'll whack them with my trunk. They'll be gone. Before we know it, there'll be no more birds." I don't think that's a good idea. People nodded round and said, No, flowers. No, I don't think that's a good idea. No, okay. "I know," said the ant. "I am really strong too. Me and my friends can crawl all over them like in swarms, and we can go till it drives them crazy, and they will all fly away." No, I don't think that's such a good idea either. You think? No, yes. And it went round the circle. Ooh. No, I don't think that's a good idea, said the rhino. Okay. Anybody else? Any ideas? Anybody? "I know," said the tiger. "I have these big teeth, and I can eat them all. Usually, I would just savor some occasionally, and I spread it out in beautiful balance, as we've all been taught. But I could just eat them. I'll kill them all. Yes." "I don't like that idea," said the rabbit. "I don't like that idea either," said the flowers. "Well, we're stuck. "I have an idea," said the human, the two-footer. "I have an idea. My gift is my brain. And my brain is my companion, not my master. My brain is my companion. And between me and my brain, we can use this thing called imagination to get some ideas. And through using this imagination, I can get feelings. I think we need a feeling for this." Well, the other animals don't really know much about feelings. Feelings? What do you mean? "Okay, here we go," said the human. I want you all to close your eyes. Close your eyes. I want you to feel the feeling of love. Well, they didn't know what this feeling was. This feeling of love. Okay. Visualize the planet. It's a beautiful, big ball, and we're all standing on this planet in a circle, in harmony, as we all are. Bless us all. In the centre, in the very centre of this planet, is a ball of fire. Beautiful embers, whirling, whirling, whirling. Here it sits in the centre, pure essence, pure love. And from this ball in the very centre of the earth are tiny, tiny little channels that run up to the land. And they run through the people. And each person in their centre has this golden ball in them. Just their small version of it. And there it is. And you can feel it. This golden ball within you. This warm feeling that is love. And you know what? All of the animals in that circle stood there with their eyes closed. And they felt this tingling in their bodies. And they felt this warm sensation. And this flushing. And this feeling of absolute sheer joy that they'd never felt so intensely ever before. How amazed they were at this feeling. Oh, this is amazing, they all said. They opened their eyes and they said, human, you are amazing. We have this feeling called love. But what do we do with it? This is my plan, said the human. We share this. Tree, I want you, when you go back to where you stand by the river, I want you to dip your branches in the water and fill the river with this love feeling that's coming out of your branches. Now you can feel it, can't you? Oh, yes, said the tree. Oh, yes, said the tree, I feel it. Oh, yes. Oh, what a great idea, said the ants. And I can scurry around in the mud and I can flick little bits of love all over the ground. What a marvellous idea, said the mice. I can cover the fruit with my little tiny, tiny paws and I can cover the fruit with love. There would be love everywhere. Let's do it, they said. And off they all went back to their places to spread love absolutely everywhere so that these birds would be flying in it, sleeping in it, eating it, drinking it, and, oh, anything could happen. Sure enough, that's what they did. And they sprinkled it everywhere. And this is what happened. The birds began to feel a bit strange. In the swan's nest, the swan said to her partner, I feel a bit weird today. I feel a bit like, fluffy. Do you feel fluffy? Yes, she said. I just had a drink of that water and I think there's something in it. It tastes, I don't know, it tastes really weird. But it's kind of nice. Yeah, I feel like that too. And then a bird that was flying over said, I just had some fruit. The fruit tastes amazing. Have you tried it? Something's happened to the fruit. And she had that warm, fuzzy feeling too. Before you know it, all the birds everywhere were all chatting to each other about this amazing feeling of love. Oh. Then one bird said, I have to confess, and I'm sorry I have to confess this, but I was stood on the edge of a branch this morning and a breeze blew me in the face and it felt so amazing that I went, thank you. And all the others looked and went, you said thank you? The most important species can't say thank you for things. I know, she said, but maybe then, maybe we're not the most important species. Maybe we do actually belong in this circle. And in this circle is where we would feel this thing, whatever it is. Oh my goodness. You are right. You are right, they said. What have we done? We need to go and see the owl. So off they flew to see the owl. Owl, we were so wrong. We were so wrong. We want back in the circle. We're really sorry. We can't believe how silly we've been, thinking that we were more powerful and above all other creatures and beings on this planet." "I know," said the owl. "I knew you'd figure it out eventually. But do you think they'd welcome us back in the circle?" "Of course they would. Because they love you. Of course they would." "Then what do we should do? What do we do? In the morning when you wake up, birds, I want you to go down to where they all meet, where they all gather, when the sun is rising." "Okay, we'll do that," they said. So they went to bed, and in the morning they got up and they stretched. And they went down to this beautiful vast plain of land where all the animals gathered in a circle. And they stood outside the circle and said to the animals, "Please, we're really sorry." And all the animals didn't even need to hear that. They instantly moved to make space for the birds. And they all joined each other in harmony again. All in harmony, all connected with this beautiful feeling of love. And do you know what happened? This wondrous feeling that was in all of them became so connected that there were little shoots from one person to the next of this beautiful golden light. And they realized they weren't in a circle. It was a matrix of light going all the way through the core and through them. They were in this most magnificent globe, and then a beautiful sight to behold. The sun, the warm sun rose in the sky, and all was connected, and all was amazing. We shall call this moment dawn. And there we are, Mother Earth, the great creator, sat forward in her chair and said, I knew if I gave each and every one a beautiful gift and they could feel this love within them, they would know exactly what to do with it. These humans, they know exactly what to do. They know exactly what to do. I'm so proud. Yay. And that is the end of my story. So every day, if you want to feel this amazing connection, at dawn, it's there. When the sun rises, all we have to do is love, use our imagination to Magicination for the next generation. Bless you all. That was a long story. One that can't be short, and one story that is just not yet finished. Bright blessings to you all. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be loved, may you give love.